Hi, I'm Scott Widmer. Welcome to Round Grove Products. So one of the first things I want to talk about is our sizes and model names, and I'll start from smallest to largest. The Poquito is our smallest product. We just introduced this in spring of 2020. It's only 30 inches wide. It's perfect for small, extremely small scale settings, or if there's tight clearances. I think it's also good to set on wood decks because it's very light. The fireplace is only 300 pounds. The combo unit is only 600 pounds, so you're getting a lot of features built into a very tiny unit, and it's perfect for smaller scale settings. Next in size we have the Mini. That's 39 inches wide, and it is also good for small settings and tight clearances. Just gives you a little bit more width to the overall unit, and this is also nice to pair with a 30-inch wood box. That's a good size, or it could be smaller. We can also do smaller size wood boxes next to this. Next in size we have the Poco, which is 48 inches wide. To me, the Poco offers the best value for homeowners because it's got generous size firebox, and if it's paired with a brick oven, it's got a very generous size brick oven. I would put also a 30-inch wood box next to this. I think the scale is appropriate for that. Then our most popular size is the Mezzo. That's a 55-inch wide product. Goes well with a 36-inch wide wood box. And this, as I said, it's our most popular size. I think it's perfect for most backyard settings. And then our largest is the Largo. That's 63 inches wide. Here you can go with a wood box 42 to 48 inches wide. That's a good scale to put with that unit. The Largo is set up perfectly for larger scale outdoor areas, maybe next to a two-story home or next to a very large pavilion. That offers the right amount of breadth that you want to add to your outdoor space. Those are all of our sizes. We can also do custom size. If your backyard doesn't quite fit into one of those standard sizes, we can also do custom, but that's on a per quote basis. The next thing I want to talk about is our extra dimension product. This is really, it follows all the same width variations that we have in our products, but now we're talking about height and depth variations. So the XD product is always going to be 42 inches deep. It has an extra deep firebox, and it also has extra dimension in the shoulder. The XD is primarily designed for individuals who wanted to mount a television above the firebox, and so here we account for a little bit more breadth to the shoulders so that the edges of the television can still be encapsulated by the firebox. It's also a good size to have if we want to create a television niche inside of the box. We would go with an XD product for that. Next, I want to talk about standard features that come on every Round Grove product, fireplace or combo unit. The first is the shoulder shape. You can have that to be angled, which we call hipped. You can have that to be squared off, so it's a 90-degree angle. Or you can have it tapered up, and you can specify what taper you prefer. Or you could have monolithic, where it's just a uniform width all the way up. The second feature that we're looking for you to specify is how you want the firebox shape to look, the top of the firebox. Do you want that squared off, rectangular look to the firebox, or do you want that to be arched, a little softer than a rectangle? But some of the other features that come standard on every unit are the built-in fork access, so there's no pallet to dispose. You can pick the unit up with forklifts. Those are either on the bottom or wherever you specify those to be. We also provide a chimney cap spark arrestor with every unit. That is a standard that comes with every unit, and that is something that's in black. Black is our standard. Another thing that comes on every Round Grove fireplace is buff colored fire brick. It's already pre-installed. There's no additional installation that has to take place on site, and we, as a standard, mount that into the firebox in the running bond pattern. And then the last thing that's standard on every product is steel behind the surface for you to mount your mantle to. So there's steel reinforcement behind the exterior scratch coat so that you can bolt your mantle right into the unit. And then one more thing that we're going to ask you to specify is how you want the scratch coat finish to look. Do you want it to be smooth? Do you want it to be raked? Or do you just want it to be lightly combed? That's really a question that is determined by what type of exterior finish you're putting on, how you might want that scratch coat to look. And those are all of the standard features that come on your Round Grove Products fireplace. So there are many opportunities for you to upgrade your product so that it's unique to the style that you want it to have. One of the first things that we ask customers about is, do you want to add a hearth onto the product? And if so, then what size do you want the hearth to be? It's entirely in your discretion what size you want that to be, height, width, or depth. The second thing that you can change is the chimney cap color. You could have a copper or you could have a stainless steel rather than the standard black. And then there are lots of options around fire brick that you can modify. You can go from the standard buff color to a red color or a black color. Any color that's available on the market in fire brick, we're able to do, as long as we can source that and it's readily available in the quantities that we need. Just reach out to us and let us know what color you're looking for, and we'll see if we can do that or not. The fire brick pattern can be adjusted as well, so that it could be herringbone, it could be basket weave, or it could be the standard running bond. And then the last thing is that firebox really could be positioned anywhere on the unit that you want it to be. You get to specify that. It could be as low as 6 inches off of the ground, or it could be much higher. Our standard is 14 inches for a combo unit and 16 inches for a fireplace. But you can choose any dimension that you want. One of the most common questions we get asked is if we can put in a gas line into the fireplace, and yes, we can. We have a gas line rough-in that we can do, which is a straight pipe that runs from the exterior to the interior. You specify where you want that to come in from and where you want that to exit in the firebox. And then we also have a gas key valve rough-in option that you get to specify not only where the inlet and outlet are, but you also get to specify where is the gas key valve at. So yes, we're able to add gas. That's a feature that a lot of people add, either for a gas log or for just a starter to get your fire going. So we also get a lot of calls about electrical rough-in, and yes, we can do electrical rough-in. We use a 3/4 inch conduit. We'll have a junction box on one side where you have the inlet from the street, and then we'll place another junction box where you tell us to place it, whether it's for audio, whether it's for electrical, for whatever you're running. You get to specify where on the unit those boxes sit. Another question that we get frequently is mantle reinforcement. We do offer an option where you can place up to 3 3/4 inch rods that you can use to mount your mantle on. While I'm talking about mantles, the other thing that I think is a really nice feature that you get on Round Grove products is being able to create a mantle shelf above the firebox. And we do this right in the unit by stepping back the chimney just up a little bit from the front face. we're able to create up to a 5-inch shelf above the firebox. And this really acts as a mantle then, rather than attaching it directly to the face. This is best featured with a square shouldered look. That way you're able to get a wraparound shelf on 3 sides of the fireplace. Another question that I get asked about is if we can do a see-through or 2-sided firebox, and we are able to do that. That's a design feature that we've accommodated for several clients, and it's a really nice look. Definitely let us know what you're looking for and we can build it to your spec. And then another feature we get sometimes is if there's tight access, not enough room for a forklift, and the unit has to be hoisted into place, we do have accommodation for the forklift pockets to be in the top of the unit where you can hoist it in, or we could put eye bolts in the top so it can be hoisted from a crane. One of the most important features that you need to consider on your project is the size of the chimney extension. The chimney extension is important because our standard height on the fireplace is 88 inches tall. And we did that specifically so that we have ease of shipping of the products without special permits. But 88 inches tall is a little bit short to get the firebox and the chimney to work correctly together. So we recommend at least a 3-foot chimney extension, but we can build any size extension that's right for your site. I say that because every site varies just a little bit. There is some specific math in the International Residential Code that we like to go through to make sure that we're getting the right height chimney so that we get the right draw. But every site has some features need to be considered a little bit so that we get the draw just right. That might be a home that's influencing airflow that's nearby, trees that are nearby that are influencing the airflow, etc. These are things that we need to be talking about while you're designing your fireplace so that we get the chimney to accommodate those features. We can build anything at Round Grove, but we want to make sure that we build it right the first time. Another thing you can pair with your product is the wood box. This is an important feature. It's a wood storage box. We can build those and ship those along and instruct you on how to connect those together so you have one unit all built together. We build any size you want. Standard sizes are 30-inch, 36, 42, 48, but really we can build any size that accommodates what you're looking for. We can even add features to the wood box. If you're putting an exterior stone finish to the wood box, we can add cedar cladding around the opening so that that kind of defines that opening a little bit better and you don't have cut ends on the edges of the wood box. Finishes it off just a little bit prettier, I think. Inside the fireplace, you can have a jib arm cooking rest that you could hang pots from, you could hold a skillet on. That's just a way to kind of trick out your firebox just a little bit and give you an extra feature for cooking in your fireplace. In addition, we can add other things, log grates, fire starter log grates, and gas log sets. These are all features that are available from Round Grove, and that's something that we want to talk to you about as you're placing your order and make sure that we get it just right for you. Okay, so that is the conclusion of sizing, model names, and our standard features as well as upgraded features that are available to you through Round Grove products. One of the things I'm most proud of is that we can really do anything here. I've trained my sales staff to say that the answer is yes. The answer is always yes. If you have a feature that you're looking for, come to Round Grove, we'll be able to build it for you. Round Grove is most well known for our combination unit. This puts together the fireplace and the brick oven. And one of the most common questions that I get is, does the heat from the fireplace below heat the brick oven up above? And the answer is no, it does not. The fireplace down below is an independent combustion chamber from the brick oven up above. If you want to cook in your brick oven, you need to put a fire in your brick oven, heat the brick up, and then you're ready to cook. You either push the coals to the back or you remove the coals completely and you cook in the brick oven from that fire. But this two combustion chamber design is what's unique to Round Grove, and it's what we've been able to file patents for. Now let's talk a little bit about the sizing of the models, and I'll give you a model description of our combo units. We started off with the Kiva model. This is our entry level. It's the smallest of the units. The brick oven is smaller in size, and you could marry that with a Largo or with a Mezzo size firebox down below. We're not able to go smaller than a Kiva Mezzo. Next in line we have the Fiesta. This is a much more generous brick oven up above. We're able to put that above the Poquito. We're able to put that above all of the sizes actually, and as well we can do custom sizes with that. But this really gives you an opportunity to get the right scale with your fireplace, and then add a very generous sized brick oven above that. Next we have what we call the Cubo. We're able to put any size brick oven with any size fireplace, but rather than stacking them vertically, we're able to put these side by side. And we've gone as wide as 14 feet with the Cubo models, and we're able to put any size brick oven next to any size firebox or any custom size that you want to put together. The final model that we have is the Baja. The Baja is special because it puts a ventless firebox down below that's only gas fired. So you could have a gas log insert, or you could have a gas fire feature down below. And then on top of that, we're able to put a wood burning brick oven above. This, I think, is especially important for municipalities that have restrictions on open burning, even in a fireplace, but are usually still allowed to have a wood burning cooking appliance. So we're able to put the gas features down below and comply with the municipal's restrictions, but still give you a wood burning brick oven up above. We're able to do the Baja in any size from Poquito up through Largo, or any custom size that you can specify. With the combination units, you're able to apply any of the standard features or the optional features or the upgrade features that we talked about earlier. But there are some things that are unique to combination units that I think are especially neat. The first one is putting a 10-inch setback shelf right below the brick oven door. This is a fantastic feature. It helps the chef out a lot with prep area as well as a rest area to place hot dishes. Again, this is a 10-inch setback shelf. I think it's unique and a very important feature. Another special feature that we're able to do with the Cubo is put a two-sided fireplace next to any size brick oven. We're not able to do this on the Kiva or the Fiesta models, but this allows you to have that two-sided feature. Another two-sided feature that we're able to do on Baja and Kiva units is to have the firebox facing one direction, but then invert the brick oven to face the other direction, so you could have front and back features to your combination unit by doing that. Well, we've gone through a lot of the features, a lot of the upgrades, a lot of the sizing for our fireplaces as well as our combination units, but I want to close and reinforce with you that the answer at Round Grove is always yes. We thrive on being able to do a custom product and turn it around super quick, so that we distinguish ourselves from the other people in the space who are just offering a stock product or have extremely long lead times. We want to be your supplier for fireplaces as well as combination units. Thank you.